welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your monthly abundance update for December, and in this reading, Aquarius, we look at all things money, finance, career, investment, and generally if the cups come up, it is fulfillment in those areas. So we'll get started with the Angels of Abundance, drawing you a couple of those, and then a lead tarot card from the Moonchild Tarot before getting out the tarot positions with the Rider-Waite and the Star Child Tarot. So let's see what we have for you. Okay, well I've got two that have turned over, so I'm going to take those. We have got ask for your needs to be met. The angels can come to help to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins with asking. It doesn't matter how much you ask for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So don't be afraid to ask. Otherwise, you know, people don't know necessarily that we need help. And we've got words of abundance. You have the ability to instantly manifest abundance by choosing powerfully positive words. Always describe your own and the world's economic situation in loving and optimistic terms. And that is what you will attract for yourself and for others. Yeah, we don't want to be putting out that sort of lack mindset, that kind of limited belief or negative money and opportunity scripts and stories. Otherwise, we'll just, you know, seek validation for those. Okay, let's get your lead tarot card out. Okay, we'll take the top one of those. Whoops. I have got, oh, King of Pentacles. Well, that's what we want to see in abundance, in an abundance reading, guys. You know, the King of Pentacles is actually that master abundance creator. This energy is the top in the suit of Pentacles. And it really is a card of focusing your energies. It can be a card of entrepreneurship, stepping up and leading, becoming a boss, a supervisor, a mentor. It can be linked to real estate as well. It links to the energy of Taurus. It's about, you know, getting into a position where you can have all those beautiful sensual desires that you really love. It can also be an energy of trust and commitment. So it could talk about new commitments or in terms of work, new contracts and that kind of thing. But just trusting that where you focus your energy is really where that abundance is going to flow. So, okay, let's see what the tarot story has to say. So I'll be shuffling these until the first card falls or flips, Aquarius, and then choosing the positions for you, beginning with the energy of the recent past. The Page of Cups. Expect the unexpected. Expect a surprise. Okay, I love that. Let's go for the blocks, obstacles, and challenges. High Priestess. We have got in the advice from Spirit, the Six of Swords. In the outcome, I've got the Three of Swords. Okay. Let's get a couple for finance specifically. We've got the Queen of Cups. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, well, let's clarify. I have got the Knight of Swords here, clarifying the High Priestess with the Seven of Pentacles, clarifying the Six of Swords with the Sun. Yes, clarifying the Three of Swords. I have got the High Priestess again. I will grab one more clarifier for the Three of Swords. The Five of Wands. Yeah, so what I'm seeing here, I mean, we obviously have transitional energy with the Six of Swords, and it can be moving on from a situation. You know, generally, obviously, we're in an abundance reading, so it can be work or from an investment or something like that. And I always say when the Six of Swords shows up in a reading that it's generally with a heavy heart that we move on. And then we have the Three of Swords in the outcome position with the Five of Wands. So there is some kind of sense of, it's a heavy-hearted transition, but with the Sun and the High Priestess here, it's really saying, you know, trust your intuition here and know that you are being led into a positive into a positive future. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune here saying that, you know, the tables are going to turn. You know, I do have the Seven of Swords here under the deck. So some of you might feel like you've been a little hard done by in a situation. Maybe it's at the hand of the King of Pentacles, by your boss or mentor or something like that. So it's kind of an interesting energy here. Okay, in the recent past or leading up to now, we've got the Knight of Swords and the Page of Cups. So this is kind of interesting here. I mean, the Page of Cups for me can mean expect the unexpected this month, and you might not really know that the situation is going to unfold, you know, at the start of the month here. So the Page of Cups can be expect a surprise, and it can be a surprise with the Knight of Swords that does kind of catch you off guard or can feel a little abrasive when it first happens. That it can be a change that is going to lead to some really swift progress. And you know, we kind of see that at the end of the reading. So with the Knight of Swords, it can also be a communication that can seem kind of harsh as well. But I don't think we should fear this, because either way, with the Sun in the reading and the Wheel of Fortune, it's all going to really unfold the way it should be, and the new strategic direction is going to be revealed here. You can see in that Knight of Swords that we've got the Ace of Swords here, and then there's that kind of little insight going off in the mind here. So there's a sense that, you know, it's going to make sense down the track, and that you are being led in another direction. There can be maybe even a truth revealed with this card here as well. There could be something coming out about a situation, then you realize, oh, okay, I'm going to have to move on from it. Because with double High Priestess in the reading as well, it can be the revealer of truth and mystery when, you know, when the person is ready, basically. And that could come as a surprise to you, something out of the blue here is what I'm feeling. So in the blocks, obstacles and challenges, I've got the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess. So yeah, I mean, I'm kind of feeling that the High Priestess is going to reveal something to you. You know, it could be a truth coming out of the situation, or it could be something from your own subconscious as well. Realizing maybe that whatever situation you find yourself in, work, investing, or something to do with your abundance, isn't really delivering the way that you kind of thought it was. Or it might be that we're kind of getting clarity on the fact that where we've been putting our time, effort, and energy up until now is not delivering, and we're kind of starting to think, well, I might need to move on from this because I'm just not getting back what I truly desire. The Seven of Pentacles is a real energy of kind of feeling a little bit complacent, maybe a little bit apathetic about that. And the High Priestess is saying trust that intuition. Really, really trust it. You've got this energy twice, so don't second guess yourself. You know, really have that trust. King of Pentacles, you know, trust that that is the right feeling, and that you are being potentially led to transition from this experience. Because here in the advice from Spirit or Tarot, we have got the Six of Swords and the Sun. So a necessary rite of passage, moving on, relocating, transitioning in order to move away from what may have been a bit of a roller coaster ride, high emotions, and into smoother sailing. There's a real sense here of, you know, leaving something behind that may have weighed on us. It's moving on with a heavy heart, and I'm kind of thinking it's because you didn't really know that you were going to be moving on. All of a sudden something's revealed to you. There's been some kind of surprise. Maybe there could have been even an argument out of the blue or something like that, and you're like, right, okay, that was the last sword in the boat, and I am moving on. Some of you may even be traveling or relocating as well as part of this shift. But Spirit or Tarot is saying this is a positive move for you. I mean, the Sun, as they say, is the most positive card in the Tarot deck that says, hey, the worst is over, the future looks bright, you've actually overcome a really big obstacle here, and you're going through a bit of a rebirth here. It really is the energy that can shine light in a dark corner and reveal something to you that could be the deciding factor for this transition. In the outcome, yeah, I mean, we're definitely feeling that, you know, Five of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the High Priestess. I feel that it's not going to come without its, without its grief here. It's a little bit of sorrow. There might be some kind of grieving over the situation if you are leaving a situation with, dear colleagues and that kind of thing. Sometimes we can kind of feel into the pain of that. There could be petty conflict for some of you as well. The Five of Wands for me also says, don't spend all of your time grieving over the situation. It's only going to consume your energy. Instead, put your energy into, really investing into your intuition and feeling the way forward now. And I'm just thinking here, it really ties in with the cards that are over here in the money sector, because what this is really saying is that this is all happening to help you refocus your energy and help that Wheel of Fortune to shift for you. Whatever you're going to go through with this situation, the tables are going to turn and there's going to be a luck change for you. This could have been a karmic situation that needed to play out, and once that's complete, that wheel can turn in a positive direction. The Queen of Cups is like, you might be feeling that Three of Swords and the high emotions for a period of time. Very soon you'll find yourself grounded and unshakable again. This is the card of Cancer in the minor arcana. And it doesn't really matter how high those emotions are going to get in the future, because of the situation and the learning that you've taken from it, you really will be unshakable. But what it's saying to me is that very soon that you will be really focusing that energy in positive directions. And, when you do that, that's when the wheel turns, and that's when things begin to change and shift up for you, and you can really start to become that master abundance creator for yourself, Aquarius. So we do see a situation playing out that's going to seem potentially a little bit tumultuous at the time. I think it's going to come as a surprise. The Sun in the reading is saying it's all happening for a reason, and it's playing out to lead you somewhere greater. We're going to close out with some Sacred Power reading cards, Aquarius. Angel assistance. Yeah, absolutely. This is the ask for your needs to be met. Ask for a smooth transition. Ask your spirit guides, and then just make sure that you are tuning in for the answers that can come through those subtle signs and synchronicities, the angel numbers, and those kind of mediums. Oh my goodness. I'm saying that because Soul Journey, I have just finished both Gemini and Libra on the same card. It says here that, whatever you're journeying here, it is part of your soul's journey. And we can't always have these beautiful, these beautiful times. And I read the candid energies of the cards. If there's challenging aspects, then that's the way they come through. There's no negative cards in the tarot, but there are ones that challenge us, because we are being encouraged to grow, to expand, to evolve. And without those learning curves, we don't do that. But that is how we, we move to the next stage in our evolutionary journey, and how we actually ascend to higher levels of consciousness. So know that it's all playing out as it should, and that wheel is going to turn for you, Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius, well, I'm going to leave it there, and I hope you enjoyed this reading. Keeping in mind it's a general reading for the collective, may or may not be your story this month. Feel free to drop me a comment if you're called to share. I do read them all and try to respond to as many as I can. Helps me get to know you guys, connect with your energies, and see what's happening out there in the collective. And it has been a pleasure, Aquarius. I will see you back here throughout the month for plenty more readings.